Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Fernan Origel and I am from Mexico City. I'm 36 years old and here we are. I guess being like tech skater is not like maybe very easy or like there is such a secret to it. I guess it's just like you gotta just like practice it like 100 times and then just to get the right control with your board, because I think like every trick you really have to understand it. Like I don't think there is a secret for people that they are really good, you know what I mean? Like I think the only key is that they practice so much, you know? I've seen like very like, you know, amazing skateboarders like top 10 or something. Like I've seen them how they work and they just practice so much, you know, like they really take it very serious with tech tricks, you know. But I mean, just I guess the key is just to practice as much as you can. Well, I don't know, for example, I really like to do crooks. So when I lock crooks, I really like the way it feels because you balance it at some point. There's just like a specific way to do it, crooks. I guess that's like in general with every trick that you think of, like it has to be like very specific. There's just like so many ways that it could be going, like it could go wrong, you know? So like the more mistakes you make, I guess the more you figure it out like little by little, like how to like land, for example, kickflip crooks. You have to figure it out where you are gonna like flip exactly and then where your feet are gonna like land exactly at the right position, you know what I mean? I believe there is people that they are very comfortable with their own tricks. Like for example, I don't know, in the beginning, years ago, I didn't really understood hard flips, but right now I'm able to do hard flip back tail. But like it was kind of like little by little, you know, you have to do you know, step by step, as I said, kind of like, okay, you got the kickflip and then you do the kickflip nose slide and you are like, okay, maybe if I do the kickflip nose slide and I turn back like my shoulders and then it's gonna go to back tail, you know what I mean? So like things like this, you have to like, you just have to practice it like as many times as you can and then and just keep trying, you know, like sometimes there are days that like you cannot really do the trick, but then you get a little bit of idea how you're gonna do it the next day, and then you just have to come back and then keep trying it until you actually get it right, I guess.
Right, yeah. Man, I think you just helped me figure out hard flip back tail. It's like,
oh yeah.
What you just said.
What I basically think of skateboarding is not like, okay, you learn one trick and then the next day you will learn another one. The way I think it is like the more consistent you are, then at that moment you're gonna get even better, and then if you are more consistent and stuff like that, then you're gonna get way better. The more you are like practicing every single day, like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, like for example in MACBA, right? Everybody's just like skating. Of course, everybody's gonna get really good. And then like the more you are just like right there playing skate games with the homies and stuff like that, then you are just gonna understand how to like do hard flips, frontside flips. So like that's the way it is, kind of like with learning tricks, you know? You just spend more time with your board, and then the more you spend more time with your board, the more you're gonna like have fun because you're not failing, you know? So you're just doing like a lot of tricks, little, like you understand them, you know? So like, I don't know, man, it's really important to practice a lot, like a lot. So like when I was like 28 years old, I stopped eating junk food and all that, you know. It works very well for your body. Like if you eat well, and then if you sleep well as well. There are so many things that helps your body, but like when probably we're younger, we don't really listen to that. We're like, okay, maybe I'm hungover. I was able to go skate and it was fine, you know. But like the older you get, the more you realize that like you really need to, you know, maybe make some exercise for your body. Something that I won't say that I do, you know, because I don't honestly do a lot of exercise out of my skateboard. But I'm not saying it's like the right way, you know what I mean? Like I think the right way is just like to really do exercise, to really have a good diet. The skateboarders that are going to the Olympics and this and that, they really do that. And of course, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, there's people that like, you know, party a lot and then they skate as well and then they're good. But like if there's a really good skateboarder and then you give them the situation of like, okay, eat well, sleep well, of course it's gonna be a better skateboarder for sure.
Man, I'm gonna give you the 12-week program that I made, the exercise program.
Oh yeah, I need it. Of course I need it. Yeah.
I reckon you can get back to me and see if it helps.
Yeah, I really need it, man. Like, I mean, I'm starting right now to do some exercises for my legs. How do you call like when there's like a bicycle that but like it's static?
Yeah, like a exercise bike.
Exercise bike.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like I recently bought an exercise bike and then like I'm working on it for sure. Like, but I need the daily push program to get better for sure.
Sick, man.
Ah, sí, bro, claro. Ah, gracias, bro. No,
Chulada, no
Gracias,
mames,
bro.
carajo, papá.
Gracias, hermano. It's kind of like related to what I said a little bit earlier. Kind of like the more you practice tricks, the easier it's gonna be for you when you go to spots, you know? So like I remember I kind of like, at some point I was like living in the States and everybody gets really obsessed for like, for example, if you're like a skateboarder there, everybody's like, okay, let's really skate, like to the limit. People really just skateboard, you know? So I guess when I was there, kind of like, okay, let's practice. I mean, there was a skate park in Santa Ana Park where there was 2 blocks, and then, man, I was just practicing there, like couple tricks, and then get the feeling, and then I remember I was like, okay, I think it's easy for me to do hard flips, and then I started like, okay, switch frontside flips. I guess you get comfortable with your own tricks, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. There is a time that like you take your tricks from the skate park to the streets, and then the tricks come easier than like just go like, oh, I want to try this trick in 10 stairs, you know. I think it'll be really bad for you if you just do that, you know. Like for sure you need to practice that trick 100,000 times before and then go to the stairs, and then there's like maybe no chance that you're gonna get hurt. But I mean, like when I was younger and I was jumping from like gaps and stuff like that, it was very fun, definitely. Like the Big 7 from Barcelona, I remember when I went there.
You did hard flip there again.
Yeah.
Right?
So like when I went there, like I had like a digital part, like back in the day.
Man, I used to watch that part so much.
Oh yeah? And then like I was like, man, I really need a hard flip. And then I went to see the Big 7 and I was like, man, they are not like small, you know, like I have to practice so many times, you know, hard flips. And then I went to Macba, and then on the 5 stairs, the small ones, I was doing like so many hard flips, and I was like, okay, let's just go there. And then I remember I kept in my mind the size of the Big 7, and then like maybe 3 or 5 years later, I came back and then I did the switch frontside flip.
So for you, then it's pretty much just taking the time to like practice over and over
Yeah.
again the trick.
Like you really have to understand the trick, and then you have to know that you are capable to do it for sure. And at this point, you probably did many gaps already before, so like you understand the how is it gonna go at some point. I mean, of course, the bigger, the harder, of course. But I mean, you kind of understand your own tricks, and then the more you practice them before, then it's gonna go well, I guess. Yeah. Well, there's a million of things to figure out in the skateboarding, because this is like endless, you know, like there is endless tricks for like, you know, for years. But I don't know, man, like for tech tricks for sure, something that I could say, you know, for example, is like to flip tricks very fast, you know, like flick, just like you have to like, for example, if you're doing like a nollie flip crooks, then you cannot just do like nollie flip. I mean, you have to do like a nollie flip very fast, so like you can lock the trick into the ledge sort of thing. Same with the tree flip nose. I remember like back in the day, I wasn't able to do those. And then I was like, man, one day I really need to learn them. And I was like going and trying the tree flip nose, and then the board would hit the ledge over and over because I wasn't doing like a tree flip fast enough, you know what I mean? So like, I was like, yeah, you just have to like flip tricks fast. I guess like that's a good advice.
Man, that's fucking amazing. Yeah. That's true as well. I was doing nollie flip crooks the other day.
Oh yeah.
And the ones where I was fucking up, I was like flicking them slow.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I was like, yeah, to get them in, like you really have to just be like, there.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like Felipe Gustavo, he's such an amazing skater and a really good example to like, you know, talk about him, because like, you know, when you see his parts, you're like, what the fuck, it's amazing, you know, like, see how fast his tricks flip, it's insane. They just flip like 100,000 miles per hour, it's insane. Like his tree flips is just like one of the best tree flips from the world. Like I was with him when he did the tree flip crooks on his Plan B part. I think it was his last trick. But man, like it's just a fucking picnic table like this, and then just tree flip crooks there is just like, I mean, it's like Guinness records. He flips his board like insane, like super fast, and then that way, you know, tricks lock into picnic tables or like ledges, manuals. I don't know. That's the idea. Well, at the moment, I'm not like really like filming every day. I'm also like busy off my skateboard because I have like a couple of brands. One of them is called Yo-Yo Bearings and the other one is called Skate Libre Skateboards. So like I'm really busy on that too, and it absorbs a lot of time of yours. But then like, I mean, I'm trying to skate as much as possible as well. And then I'm also like filming as a filmer because I have these two brands. So like, you know, sometimes, I mean, I have my equipment as well, and I go out and film my friends, like the Skate Libre riders or anything like that, or the yo-yo riders. And then, yeah, man, like there is this one video that is coming out very like soon. It's called Yo-Yo. It's the name of the video is called Get Ready, which is gonna be out very soon. And then the other one is like Skate Libre. We haven't really like set up any like deadline or anything like that, but like still we go out into this crazy city, you know, Mexico City, and then we try to explore spots, and then we try to go out and film, and then we're doing it. I mean, Oscar Mesa is like a really good friend of mine. He also rides for Skate Libre. He's really good. Like I'm really impressive every time I go out and skate with him, because he's like really gnarly, and then he skates big stuff and handrails, and I'm like, wow, like I really, you know, I filmed him, and then he's gonna come up with a really nice part soon. So like, yeah, man, just trying to focus on that, and then hopefully I can put my footage together and then have something out there for sure. Thank you for the interview, the daily push, and keep pushing skateboarding.
Fuck yeah. Right.
All right.
Fuck you too.
Yeah. Thank you, man. The fucking wind. Fucking wind. I'm just gonna be like on the interview, like just blinking all the time.